Welcome back. The 19th staging of Rebel Salute is one of the first events commemorating the 50th anniversary of Jamaica's independence. And we're joined right now by no other than the Rebel, Tony Rebel. Tony Rebel, blessed love, sir.
Give thanks, sir.
The last time I heard your name, it was the Prime Minister thanking you.
Yes.
Prime Minister designate at the time.
Yes.
But now Prime Minister.
Yes, sir.
That song, talk a little bit about it. You did this song 20 years ago, Tony.
Well, 19 and something months.
Yes.
And I guess it was very prophetic because I said some things in it that had fulfilled. And it fulfilled on the Prime Minister. So she has been using it.
Speak the words for those who don't.
Well, it said, be careful what you teach your little children. Make sure I know something to hurt them. Mind what you said to my sister.
Yes.
Because she could be the next Prime Minister. Careful what you said to my daughter.
Did people heed those words in Jamaica?
Well, maybe a lot of people did. I remember the first time I performed it, it was when they started the values and attitude situation downtown there and at the conference center. And I was one of the artists amongst all the politicians that were there who got a standing ovation.
Okay.
So, and it went to #1. It is on compilation album for Sony Records called Positively Reggae, that most of the money that accrue from it goes to some serious charity all over the world. So the song has been recognized by lots of people, and lots outside of Jamaica and inside Jamaica, including the PM.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Tony. Well, it's probably a wonderful way to segue into Rebel Salute now.
Yes.
The 19th staging being one of the big, maybe the second event, the second major event, because the fireworks was the first.
Yes.
At the Kingston Waterfront.
Give it that, no?
Yes. And Rebel Salute is now the big celebration everybody is looking forward to.
Yes.
To jumpstart this 50th anniversary celebration.
Yes.
How did you get to be part of this?
Well, if you notice, and I'm sure you know, and most of our viewers know, that Rebel Salute is one of the authentic indigenous product of Jamaica. It is that...
Are you spread word that others? Anyway.
No, if people want to take it as somewhere, we are talking about our thing.
Yes.
We know that it helped to preserve the healthy aspect of our music, something which most people are not doing. If you notice on the roster of on our poster, our lineup, it is something with a variety of Jamaican artists, people who were born here and people who the people love have carved their niche into the musical marketplace here. So Rebel Salute has become a part of the musical diet of our people. And so it was inevitable for Jam 50 to call us.
And they can rest assured that they won't have to worry about any negative images or imagery of development or behavior at Rebel Salute. Isn't that one of the big reasons that you have been able to preserve and to build a name of peace and oneness and love at Rebel Salute over the years, and violence and these things?
Well, as you know, the initial Rebel Salute was out of the commemoration of my birthday, which is on the 15th of January.
Yeah.
And because it was about me at the time, I don't eat meat, so we didn't want to sell people anything that I didn't believe that people should eat. Mm-hmm. No disrespect to those who eat meat, it's fine. I used to one time. I don't drink no alcohol, much more alcohol, so I didn't want to sell it. If I don't believe that it is good for me, I don't want to sell it to people. So that was where the no alcohol kind of thing came from, and I wanted to have this kind of holistic kind of celebration.
And talk about the music, and as it relates to the musical content.
And the musical content should be something that inspire and motivate our people, because that is what I do in my music.
All of which came out of you, Tony?
Well, definitely, yes.
So that's who you were then?
Yes.
And still are?
Yeah,
Are you
greater.
go and look
No,
around?
I have changed.
I have do wrongs behind the scenes.
I have changed. I have changed.
Oh.
For the better. So hold on now. So the peacefulness and that kind of camaraderie that you see at Rebel Salute, it is something that is designed because we know that the majority of our people love good things. They love good. You know what I mean? Regardless of how you see them out there and behaving like maybe they are rewarding things that don't have excellence, they know an excellent product. So we know from that time that all we need to do is to present a superb show and we would get the support.
Absolutely. And I would like to urge others who are putting on shows to to take a leaf out of your book. Because Rebel Salute was, as you say, was a birthday party.
Yes.
And your consistent effort to make it different and clean.
Right.
And upstanding, as they would say.
Right.
Land you now
right.
in this mix of events celebrating the 50th anniversary of Jamaica's independence.
True.
And perhaps when you look around at the events in Jamaica, you could only see maybe a reggae soundfest, a jazz and blues, and we have to throw Sting in there because Sting is a national institution promoting the dancehall aspects of the show. So when you put those four out there, and GT Taylor down there in St. Elizabeth, he's now knocking the door hard to come up in the big times. And we have to commend GT for his effort in bringing the show.
And Capleton doing something nice in St. Mary too.
Over there in St. Mary. So it's not a lot of them, you know. A lot of shows are being promoted.
We need more.
But look at it. 6 shows right now we are able to identify. Right now at this moment that we think could get the stamp of approval from the government of Jamaica, get the national a national endorsement. But so Tony, so you feel very special about being part of the celebration. Talk about your year for me as an artist, Tony Rebel the artist. What year? How would you sum up 2011 for your career and for Flames, real quick?
Well, 2011 was a challenging year, but we were able to get the secret to know how to go through, and now we are in 2012. But it was also filled with lots of excitement and lots of success too, because we have been on the road all over the world.
Africa and South Africa. Talk about your African appearance, because that was...
Well, South Africa was really a wonderful experience. I mean, we have been hearing about Nelson Mandela and how he stayed in prison for over 28 years, and I was able to go into that cell in Robben Island and to relive that experience in my head. I was able to sit where Mandela sit and wrote his books, and you know what I mean, all of that stuff. We were able to go to Johannesburg and to Cape Town and all of these places just to see where the apartheid system was very, you know,
and you were welcomed. You felt that
the welcome was overwhelming, because when we went to the airport, we actually were bombarded by a huge crowd, and they had to put on a press conference there. We were secured by police, and everywhere we went was just a crowd gathering. If we stand up in the street to talk, you know what I mean, people were there gathering and so forth.
All right, Tony Rebel and Queen Ifrica transforming Johannesburg into a mass choir. Wow. Tony, talk about the this year Rebel Salute. What's special? Talk about it. Let's pinpoint the special.
Well, all right. Well, what is special? I need to...
Apart from celebrating the 50.
Yeah, apart from celebrating the 50.
Yeah.
We want Rebel Salute this year to be the rallying point for all the people who were divided during the election, and those who are dissatisfied and those who are satisfied, to know that it's one Jamaica. Jamaica was there. So we wanted to come to Rebel Salute and celebrate, whether you're green, Orange. And we wanted to have a Marley experience.
Okay.
Because I've been in Europe this year and saw Stephen Marley, and trust me, every time I see him, I get
Awesome.
a vibe like, but I tell you, like his father, I say, you know what I mean? And him say, meanwhile, him doing thing, him have to water the root, and I love that. I mean, Maxi Priest is a son of St. Elizabeth, so it's good to have him there. Johnny Osborne, a living legend who hasn't been here for over 15 years. He's coming live and direct. You have Yami Bowler, who haven't been there for a while. You have the Luciana, who was, you know, a staple.
The messenger is a
staple man who always there, but for 2 years now, we haven't been there. We have Gramps Morgan. You see Mikey Spice, who haven't been performing for a while, to Admiral Bailey. Never been to a Rebel Salute, and he's there for the first time. You have Taros again, you have the Queen Africas. You have two nice bands, C-Sharp and Raging Fire. I think Raging Fire is a bad band, I mean good band. And then we have like Eric Donaldson, who is very patriotic, and you have the Trees and the Romain Virgos and the Eddie Fitzroy and the Max Romeos and so forth and so on. Anybody name me no call, please see with me, because you know how it go.
The list long.
Yeah, the list long, but if you look on the poster, it will be good, and if you want to go to the website to look at it, you can go to rebelsaluteprod.com. rebelsaluteprod.com.
rebelsaluteprod.com.
And we want to tell the people
for information.
Yes, and we want to tell the people that on the 14th, 4 p.m. at Knutsford Express in New Kingston, there will be transportation leading to Rebel Salute, and it will take you back. Seven the next day. No, if you call 9340827 or 7652518, which is Flames Production, you'll get more information on that. I would want to do it free, but then the people who have the bus will want something, and then you can get an all-inclusive thing where you can, you know what I mean?
So Knutsford Express,
yes,
on the 14th, on Saturday the 14th,
leaving
at
there.
4 o'clock.
Yes.
A bus will be departing for Rebel Salute.
Buses. So
buses will be departing for Rebel Salute.
Yes.
And return
7 the next day.
You depart St. Elizabeth at 7.
Yes, sir. Depart Kingston at 4.
4. Okay. Yeah. I think they got it.
And did I tell you that we're streaming?
We're streaming live, worldwide.
Yes, sir. On rebelsaluteprod.com from that website. And it's only $9.99. We're not charging anybody. And you're streaming too, so maybe that is for the foreigners.
Well, you know, did I tell you that on stage will be there?
No, you don't have to tell me that.
Okay.
Well, you're always there. You know, one thing I want to say, and I want to say it on stage, that we were talking about, Tony Rebel has been doing that. I want all the people who have contributed to Rebel Salute enough respect, and I want to kudos to all of you, and you too, because them don't know. Said enough time before Rebel Salute, may have some long conversation for 2 hours.
Yes.
Enough phone bill will burn up talking about you giving me some ideas, what you think, and me countering it until we come to some
shaping a product.
Yeah, man.
Shaping
You have
and making
contributed.
sure this product lived.
Yeah, man, that's true.
And it's all good, Tony, and it's all in the name of what we're about right here on stage. Blessed love, sir. We'll leave you on the stage, really. You now get with Tony and I'll touch it, you know. We're going to give you a stage. This is a start, really.
Yes.
A preview of Rebel Salute.
Right.
And you are carried, Tony.
Yeah, man.
Maybe that's where them guys see you. You're a man who don't even touch the stage more time at Rebel Salute. So,
true.
Touch this stage for us right now, Tony.
Jamaica, me say. All right. Anybody face we still want Jamaica. Love we are hate we are still want Jamaica. Jamaica, me say. All right. Me tell you, help me big up Jamaica, the land of food and water. The system might not proper. We love the vibe and the food and the culture. Whoa, can't you see the beauty of my country? Me never know a serious thing until me reach a foreign. So what a nice place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is no dollars now run, and what a sweet place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is no dollars now run. Well, from the money in your pocket and a jack in your heart. Crowd of people is what more you want. Reggae music a play and reggae artists a chant. I just so we fun, we not transplant. What a nice place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is no dollars now run. A nice place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is dollars now run. A man will live on a banana boat and then him gone over Them said that every way better than yard. Touch certain country, the system of fraud. Run back and jam down and give it its reward. And what a nice place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is dollars not run. Nice place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is alright. No, yes, some me born, yes, some me come from. Yes, some me live, I am me intent for done. Regardless of the economical condition, you must admit this is a glorious land. And what a nice place to live. Sweet jam, the only problem is whoa, let me tell you. I'm going to be a lesson still, you know.
Tony Rebel, blessed love, sir. Such an honor to have you right here on stage.
Give thanks. On stage, our place, man.
Your place, man.
Yeah,
Your place. So it's all set for next week, eh?
Next week, Saturday, the 14th of January, Port Kaiser Sports Club, 18 bills pre-sold, $2,000 at the gate. After 12, it will be the 15th of January, and that will be my birthday.
All right, and that was just the start, just a taste of what's to come this year on stage as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of Jamaica's independence right here on stage. And don't want to miss this year what we have in store for you. And that was just a little taste of what's to come.
Next week, adapt myself. Yeah. On stage will be there.
All right.
Have no fear.
All right, so there you have it. With
all right.
on behalf of all of us.
All right, then.
For joining us again next week.
Okay.
On stage and leaving you with a little more.
Tell them.
Rebel.
I know political, I can know the cook and the crack. I reggae put Jamaica on top. I know political, I can know the cook and the crack. I reggae put Jamaica on top. Now well me don't talk already and me not take it back. You know the Tony Rebel and him not take back no chat. No assumption, a concrete fact. Reggae put Jamaica straight up on the world. My face up a liquor, think a liquor, put on your thinking cap. Which event in a Jamaica like reggae sunsplash. A new established over the world like Bob the Dreadlocks. Bear these things in mind and try no figure to no political. I can know the cook and the crack. Reggae put Jamaica on top. I no political act. Coke and the crack. Reggae put Jamaica on top. Yes, and it's a nice place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is dollars not run. Nice place to live. Sweet jam down, the only problem is. I remember this. Me no bow, me no go, Ras then and Ras now. Long time me take no feel, me no sorry bow. And me no bow, me no go, Ras then and Ras now. Long time me take, alright, me say. And every time when I talk to a woman out there, everybody claims say me there with her. Me open a door or pull out a chair. Everybody claims say me there with her. And when me cousin and me auntie come check me from here, everybody claims say me there with her. More time they comments them so unfair. Alright, this is a nice little place. They are on stage. Alright, you know say on stage are the thing, man. To tell you that. That were there who got a standing ovation.
Okay.
So and it went to #1. It is on compilation album for Sony Records called Positively Reggae, that most of the money that accrue from it goes to some
Rebel. Tony Rebel. Blessed love, sir.
Give thanks, sir.
The last time I heard your name, it was the Prime Minister thanking you.
Yes.
Prime Minister designate at the time.
Yes.
But now Prime Minister.
Yes, sir.
That song, talk a little bit about it. You did this song 20 years ago, Tony.
Well, 19 and something months.
Yes.
And I guess careful what you said to my daughter.
Did people heed those words in Jamaica?
Well, maybe a lot of people did. I remember the first time I performed it, it was when they started the Values and Attitude situation downtown there and at the conference center. And I was one of the artists amongst all the politicians.
Welcome back. The 19th staging of Rebel Salute is one of the first events commemorating the 50th anniversary of Jamaica's independence. And we're joined right now by no other than the Rebel, Tony.
It was very prophetic because I said some things in it that I had fulfilled, and it fulfilled on the Prime Minister. So she has been using it.
Speak the words for those who don't. Don't.
Well, it said be careful what you teach your little children. Make sure I know something to hurt them. Mind what you said to my sister.
Yes.
Because she could be the next prime minister.